Alright, hello everybody. I'm Square, that's Alex. Say hi, Alex.
Yeah, hello, I'm Alex, and I would like to announce that I am not affiliated with DNA. I did not create it. It spontaneously appeared in my workshop page.
Right, so if you're wondering why Alex sounds like he's trapped in 1980, it's because, for whatever reason, his computer doesn't want to cooperate with Discord and won't play my voice over Discord, so he needs to use his phone, and his mic doesn't plug into his phone, so he's just using his standard phone mic.
Yeah, I apologize. It will be like this for the whole stream. I hope that you can still understand what I'm saying. We'll just have to make do.
Also, to put me right out of my comfort zone, I don't have my second monitor right now because it won't fit on my desk here, meaning that Alex is going to be the only one who can monitor chat. Chat's going to be appearing on the stream because I got a widget thing to print it on the screen. However, I won't be able to read it, so everything's going to be relayed through Alex, who's going to relay it to me through his phone mic, like some terrible game of Chinese whispers. So we'll see how that works out.
Jag is already saying things. He's first off pointing out that my mic quality is on point. Thank you. It really is. A point in hell. I don't know. I don't have a joke here. Jag is asking if he can join the voice chat. Are we putting him in the voice chat? Should I do it?
Sure. Why not? Let's add more to this cacophony. It's going to be confusing as is. Also, this is also the first time I'm streaming from home as opposed to my student accommodation, which has better internet there. So I don't know how effectively the internet here is going to. Thank you.
Quality, at least on my end, seems pretty fine so far.
Okay, nice. But if the stream does start lagging or whatever, then let Alex know so he can let me know so that I can try to fiddle with the settings I barely understand and hopefully get it to a decent quality. In fact, I could probably get my stream up on my phone so I can like look at chat every once in a while, I guess. Let's see here. Oh, I just bumped my mic. I hope that didn't cause too much bad noise. Okay, I can see chat somewhat. I'd imagine my phone's probably going to turn the screen off at some point, but I can see it from here. Okay. Hello, Alex, are you still there? What's going on? Okay, so it didn't automatically add me to the call. Isn't that cool? So I was just talking to myself for a good while.
You absolutely have been talking to yourself. Yeah, I have no idea what you've been saying for the past minute or so. It didn't add you automatically.
Well, that can be just between us and the stream viewers. I was basically I was basically just talking about how I can probably get chat up on my phone. Oh look, chat's up on my phone. I can't really see it all that well from this angle, but here we are. Also, nobody's talking.
All right, well, now there's 3 idiots talking, so that's awesome.
Hooray! All right. So, anything else before we get started on with the map?
Good luck. Have fun.
Weirdly enough, I can
oh Jesus!
hear you guys on stream, but I can't hear you in Discord.
Okay.
So unless I have to like
Jag. Sorry, I've had to bump my volume way up in order to be able to hear Alex at all. So you're pretty fucking loud. I'm not quite sure what we can do to remedy this.
I like how this stream is already like the quality of a level.
I'm not seeing a way we can individually adjust volume.
Oh, you absolutely can do that. I just don't know how. I'm sure that you can do it.
Oh wait.
Oh, I see it. Okay, okay, Jag, I've turned you down. Can you try speaking?
Yeah, I can. And
Okay, that's too quiet.
I now remember why I had the audio disabled.
Okay, there we go.
I needed to like mute Discord previously on the system level, so now I just had the entire Discord muted. Now it's back to normal, and I can actually like hear you.
Okay, great.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So I guess we can start.
Excellent. Let's get to it. By the way, I did tell my family I'm going to be streaming. They did promise to burst in at 1:15 and start singing a song. I'm not sure how serious they are, but just be forewarned. All right.
I love this idea.
So as
I have made like
as I go.
a little list of.
Right, sorry. As I go through, I'm going to let the dialogue play out for people who haven't played this, you know. So, but I won't be reading it out or anything. But I'm going to be allowing enough time for people to read it before moving on. On repeat playthroughs, I'm not going to be repeating the same stuff that I've already seen. So I'm just going to be mashing through that quickly. All right, Alex, you can go on now.
Yeah, I've created like a little list of endings that you can go through, mostly just like the endings that I think are the funniest, so people who haven't gotten those endings can see them and have a laugh and whatnot. I've also added some endings that you haven't done and some endings that nobody has found yet, like secret Easter eggs that I've decided like we've waited enough, nobody's gonna find them, so I may as well just tell you where they are.
Are you going to be guiding me through that ridiculous off-screen maze?
Yeah, I am going to be guiding you all this time. Yeah, I've made quite a large list. So either we keep streaming until you get completely sick of it, or we just go through the whole list. Whatever happens first.
Right.
So first, I think let's start off with something strong. Let's go for the Undertale route. Whichever Undertale ending you want, just pick one and go for that.
Okay, which way am I going again?
Left.
I said how I'd allow people to read the things, and then I just mindlessly mashed through everything.
Yeah, well, happen. We'll get used to it over time.
Right. So which way was it from here again?
Gameplay and then best game ever.
Okay. Which way was gameplay? I wasn't actually reading the text.
Gameplay was right, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Okay, that looks good. So now I'm going down that hole, right?
On the subject of just rushing through the dialogue, not like any dialogue in DNA is actually worth reading, to be honest.
Excuse me?
Mate, I've contributed to a couple of jokes in here, I think you'll find.
I think DNA dialogue deserves like an Academy Award or something.
Yeah, it's real stunning stuff, this dialogue.
So I'm gonna have to explain some jokes in the Undertale route, because I think a lot of people will miss those. My favorite joke in this entire route is that in Undertale you like start off by falling on a golden bed of flowers, and I've made like the golden flowers out of the tutorial arrows.
Oh yeah,
but
that
I've
was
kind
actually
of like
like
misaligned
the
it
first
so you.
That was a very nice detail.
Yeah, you just smash into the concrete rather than falling on the flowers.
Yeah, so we missed this. I think I actually missed that the first time just because it's in the dark.
Yeah, I also added in Y that JPEG that there's actually a reaction to shooting Toriel and killing her.
Oh, okay.
You can do that with 4 Revenant bullets.
I shouldn't have spent time shooting Chara, Karo, whoever. Alright, let's see if I can kill Toril then. Yep, here's the Academy Award-winning dialogue coming through. But by the way, I'm not screen sharing this to Alex or anything, so he does have the same delay as everyone else watching the stream.
I'm having.
However,
Yeah, I'm getting.
this means that his for you guys, his reactions will basically be twice as late because you've also got the delay on your end. All right.
Right. So just I'm reacting like 20 seconds late for this. Keep that in mind. As for this monstrosity of level, there's a hell load of references hidden here. There's a flower on the ground right at the beginning. That ghost hanging in the air that snaps the block. The whole tutorial arrows, that's a reference to Undertale having like that section where you go through the same room 4 times but from different perspectives. And then we have Toriel, who is Madame Stella, because that's the closest thing that exists. And she has like fireplace and oven and everything. I did my best to recreate Undertale in Deadbolt. It's not very easy because Deadbolt level editor.
No, bear with me. I can't quite remember how to get through this way, so I don't know why I picked Pacifist route first.
Hold on, let me just point out that square kind of stealth.
You can. I think you can fool the Cerberus using the stairwells.
Right.
And then closing the door on them, something like that.
Yep, that worked.
May I ask a question though?
What's that?
Go ahead.
So wait, so you just stealthed through the like 2 zombies that were on the couch by kind of sidestepping besides them. Like, did you find out about the trick, or did Alex, or like, because this is the first time I'm seeing this at all.
Oh yeah, I don't think I know enough of it either. I just ran past them normally, and that's
Yeah, I ran past them as well. So like, Square, how did you even find out about that, or like?
I think it was told to me by RPD Hunter or Survivor, whatever he goes by. But by the way, this room, this top left room with the maiden and her, is there a particular way you're meant to go by this, or do you just run through and to the?
Run.
Okay.
Also, there's a hell lot of other references there earlier. Grunt and Ibsen are playing Sands and Papyrus. There's like Undyne in there as I think it's Amber or Evelyn, and just stuff like that. A ton of little Undertale jokes.
Okay, so if I recall correctly, this level's like epilepsy inducing.
I think this is the worst Undertale ending. This is just random humor.
Fucking hell! Just get this out. Oh, I'm so used to mashing right click after sledging that I just skipped right through the final boss's dialogue.
No, don't worry. You probably didn't miss anything important.
I do appreciate the joke of the sun with the flare over there, by the way.
Thank you. That's one of my finest.
Just put the level down. Well, thank you for watching, guys.
Yeah,
we've come to the end of DNA.
Yeah,
It's been a bumpy ride.
Leave and don't come back, please.
Well, it's been more like a ride with the engine that broke down like 10 minutes into it.
Alright, so I guess I should probably go do genocide, huh? That'll be fun.
You can if you want to.
Do I want to, is the question. Like, it's a cool set piece, but it's probably time consuming.
That's okay. There's some time-consuming ones later on. I have just one at the end that is the worst boss fight. In case you get through all the other endings and want some more, I'm just gonna give you a boss fight that shouldn't exist.
Wonderful. Do you have anything worthwhile to say about any of the other Undertale routes, or should we just move on?
We can move on. I guess if you want to, we can return later if we have time. Because I think the neutral one was also kind of funny. No, maybe it wasn't. I don't remember.
All right, let's just move on then.
Go through them.
Oh no, I'm holding the sledge, so I can't shoot. Like, I took the sledge to the ending, so I can't shoot to skip all this stuff. So I have to go through all the. introductory dialogue again.
So let's go with something else that's good. Let's go for the edgy route, shall we?
Ah, the edgy routes, that's fun.
That's gonna be going left twice. So no, you don't like the level and you want to improve the story.
I forgot to shoot that thing like I usually do when I'm doing the first level. So left twice. Let's go.
Yep. Ninty popped in for a moment and said that it's a great stream, but he left. So
I think that might be a joke. I think that might be in response to our joke about ending the stream because we're not meant to reset DNA.
right. Okay, I'm not sure actually.
It depends on whether he speaks up again or not. Okay, so we'll be going to the right because we want dark and edgy and cool. The other option is a dating sim or Stanley Parable ripoff. As tempting as the dating sim is, Alex's word goes.
We'll be returning to both of those.
Now this is edgy. Nothing says edgy like 15 exit signs. Is that 15? I think so. Yeah.
That is like the edgiest set piece that you can have. Cause like one exit sign that's normal, but multiple exit signs now that's dark.
Now you know you're really not welcome in this place.
Exactly.
Ah yes, cutscenes are set to every time because the level is evil. I think that's a good underappreciated joke.
Thank you. Yeah, that's me
Yes.
making myself an excuse for this level being terrible, but thankfully, like the excuse was very easy to think of.
I missed the dog because I'm bad.
That's fine. We have time. Normally, when I do terrible things in DNA, I like don't excuse myself. This is genuinely a terribly designed level. There's a lot of bad here. Not like this stage, but like DNA in general. But here, like I had a very convenient excuse.
But don't worry, guys. It's ironic. That means you're allowed to do terrible things.
Exactly.
I also appreciate the floating safe joke.
The floating safe is my favorite, I think, in this route.
Yes. Oh, I never even noticed the wall of automatic grenade launchers. I'm assuming these are.
These are if you're extra edgy.
Yes. I was actually first assuming that they were just inaccessible and that you'd fall down in this gap here. Or well, there is no gap there, but I was assuming there would be one.
That's a joke for DNA sequel. I'm gonna write that down somewhere.
All right, so this one just looks like an ironic level.
Darker Bolt. Oh, it's I did put like a tiny degree of thought into like. Okay, the stair, the ladder on the left side that you like grabbed me there, and the fact that there is no wall, that's just really cool. I think.
Okay, right.
That is cool to put in.
Maybe I should be thinking before just running in.
Well, that's optional. It's DNA. I didn't think before making this level.
I underestimated the width of the. Okay, I keep forgetting how big the mine hitbox. You know what? I forgot to say. Okay. See, taking the Revenant here wasn't a very good idea because it's very close quarters, and if I shoot a shot, that is not only going to hit things and aggro them, but the noise is also going to attract everyone.
Imagine this being
well,
harder than
there's-
Sinner dinner.
What?
Like like I'm gonna be surprised if Square eventually finds this even harder than say Sinner Dinner hard mode.
Okay, no, Sinner Dinner hard mode is rather difficult. We do not have Sinner Dinner hard mode in plans for this evening. Thankfully, Sinner Dinner hard mode is meant more as a joke, is like just the concept of taking a level that is already a little bit infamous for difficulty and giving it a hard mode. Like, I found that extremely amusing. Now I'm sure that nobody agrees with me that this is funny, but
I do.
okay, thank you. I feel very validated. Right
Okay. Luckily, Sledge is fucking overpowered, so we're golden.
Also, I don't know. I
Lovely.
genuinely enjoyed the Sinner Dinner hard mode.
Oh yeah,
Despite
Sinner
it-
Dinner hard mode is the level that I spend the most time working on in terms of purely level design and planning out. I gave it to Square a lot to playtest and work with his feedback, so thanks Square for improving the quality. I actually thought about what I want to do with Sinner Dinner hard mode and what kind of level I want to create. I wanted to go for the same setup as Sinner Dinner, but you'll notice that the level is even more interconnected. And while Sinner Dinner was mostly me playing with the concept of refuge and prospect spaces, where some spaces are more or less dangerous, so the player has to constantly move between like these vents from one safer room to another. In Sinner Dinner hard mode, you don't really have anywhere to hide. Wherever you go, the enemies will find you, and so it's like this really stressful puzzle of how you approach this level. I'm actually quite happy with how Sinner Dinner hard mode turned out.
I just want to say I really like this set of dialogue. Like from the actions being told in asterisks to the very very subtle references to existing maps.
Oh, that was a
Yeah,
reference to Flatline.
I had to reference Flatline.
Jag,
I loved the asterisk.
Jag, did you not realize? Wow, this envelope sure is flat and it has lines in it. It wasn't.
No, I got that it was supposed to be a reference to something, but I thought it was a reference like to whatever is already in the level, not like to Flatline, the campaign itself. Well, to be fair, I've already been in a Discord call for like 3 hours before this, so my brain is like melting now. So
Okay, as far as I remember, this is not very easy.
oh yeah,
you have to. So for the ladders, I remember you doing.
Oh no.
Oh wait, no, this is. I actually think they're pointed in a. I don't remember how ladders work because I knew of some methods to do weird things with ladders where I think it was one of the endings that we're also gonna do.
Oh come on!
One where you do.
He turned around. He turned around at literally the exact worst moment. It was right at the moment I let my guard down. So nah, he's not gonna turn around.
Yeah, this level is a little bit mean.
I wonder if you can like carry the Revenant into this level.
I think that's why I think that's what I did the first time around.
Yeah, I think the Revenant is the best option here, really, because you can kill these guys. I don't remember. Yeah, I think you have to do this climbing thing for these ladders. There are some other places in DNA where you have to navigate with ladders, but in those places you can do it a little bit easier, where you can just kind of hold the left and spam E. That's not possible here, mind you, if I recall correctly. And not that it matters anyway, because Square finished the level, so that's nice.
Now it's time to meet the big bad twist villain himself, or itself. It's a god.
A little update from the chat. Ninty was joking, and he is still watching. Yeah, there's some jokes here from a whole long time ago. I'm not gonna repeat them, but yeah, some people are watching the stream. Apparently, there are 7 people watching.
Actually,
so hello, and I apologize.
The lines in this dialogue actually made me doubt if I want to highlight it in a map of the week post due to just this one joke in this dialogue.
I mean,
Yeah,
the fact that this joke is kind of abhorrent is actually addressed right here.
yeah. It's there's a lot of things that I didn't know if I want to include in this level because I personally found them like terrible. Um, but it's DNA. It's the sort of approach that I use for this level, where just anything that's terrible goes. Some people have heard legends about the mysterious deleted war scene, which I still have somewhere on my computer, and I think I actually, um, yeah, I think I included it in the level files. It's just that they're unreachable.
Okay,
Maybe when I
so
look
sorry,
for it, I'm gonna find the war scene.
I'm just going to interrupt real quick and say that this is a very niche joke that very few people will get.
Yes.
Yeah, this was the entire DNA is a niche joke that a few people will get. So like, by the way,
So
is the Reaper supposed to be ironic? You know, with his like mindset about how we normalize stuff, or is there
um,
like some actual truth to it?
no, that's kind of me saying that hey, this is actually not normal to joke about. Like me wanting to point
Yeah,
that out,
because
but
like
also finding a way to do it like as a joke.
yeah, because jokes aside, like I actually kind of agree with that mindset that
Yeah,
normalizing
absolutely.
stuff isn't actually like good,
Yeah, I
or at least.
definitely agree with you.
So I was just making sure if my stance on stuff has been ridiculed on.
So
But
someone called
whatever.
a little sheep is pointing out that the lights do not align with the candles on God of Life. That's because if you like flip God of Life horizontally, the lights do
Oh
not
Jesus
flip.
Christ.
How
Also,
much
to those of you who are
how much
who are
time do
not
I give people to read the discussion posts?
don't give them time to read. I can just point out that this was to those of you who are not aware somehow. This was from Steam discussions, this is one of the classic Deadbolt memes about.
Oh wait, is
This
this
is
just a did you just
yeah,
copy paste?
this is absolutely a copy paste.
There,
A lot of times
there it
this
is.
was
There's the meme, ladies and gents. We've done it.
an intelligent religious zealot refusing to see
Oh
reason
yes.
and logic. That's the line.
That sergeant down there, arguing with the incubus. That, by the way, that's me. Those were my posts that have been,
Yeah,
and it was me who was called an unintelligent religious zealot who shouldn't breed.
I also I also got to point out that there's an Easter egg in Alex's line where I barge in on the conversation with my massive wall of text. In DNA, that wall of text is actually my comment. Copy pasted twice, and in between those two copy
oh
paste,
no.
I added like a secret message that you can only read by just waiting for like 15 minutes genuinely. Also, I think there's an Easter egg if you shoot the vampire on the left side.
Do I have enough penetration for this? I do. Do I have enough bullets?
I think a little ship is silence, if I remember correctly. So that's just that's him.
Van Helsing hate crime. Okay, I'm only now enjoying my own jokes because I'm getting delay. So that was the edgy route.
I like the title, like the fireplace is apparently Hitler, like keyword apparently.
yeah, yeah, that's a very weird thing to compare the fireplace to. I'm still a little confused about that person. That was a wild discussion. So now let's go for
I would just like to
not
remind
liking
you
the level.
that Hupu is well aware of that discussion. Like I
Oh
linked
yeah,
it to him. He read it.
All right. So
let's go left. Let's go left twice. Actually, let's go for the Stanley Parable route, and let's go through the blue door in Stanley Parable.
all
So
right.
Cheese is pointing out that this is all very interesting. Thank you, Cheese. I find it absolutely interesting too.
Yeah, I agree with Cheese. I'm actually enjoying this a lot.
I'm gonna try to drop in as much DNA trivia as I want, as I can remember. I mean,
By the way, can I make a quick request?
Sure.
After this round, can you show the secret fanfiction room? You know.
No, I'm thinking I'm gonna leave the secret fanfiction room as a secret, unless one of you finds it, which you absolutely want. It's very well hidden. But I'm gonna reveal its location. I think the next time that I update the level, there's one of the endings in Stanley Parable points out that we're gonna update this level in like the year 2022. And when I actually do update the level, I'm gonna change the pony fanfic room a bit because I'm a little bit uncomfortable with how it is now. It's really funny, but like it's supposed to be not a room of fan fictions that you have written, but rather a room of fan fictions that you have enjoyed.
Oh god.
It's not very clearly communicated, and one of those fan fictions is a reference to Dipper Goes to Taco Bell.
Oh no!
I don't think I want to know what that's about.
What the fuck, Alex? Jesus.
Don't Google that.
It's,
If you don't know what Dipper Goes to Taco Bell is, don't Google it.
Jesus.
but by the way, as far as I remember, do correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I suggested this joke that happens when you.
That I had like the telltale joke of someone will remember that.
Yes.
I thought that it would be absolutely brilliant to have like that appear when you kill someone. That's one of my finest.
Okay, so you said to do the blue door, right?
Blue door. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go for the drive ending, because last time you tried to get that, the level crashed, because that was before y.jpg.
Yeah, thanks, Puff.
Would fall. Okay, so a little bit about TV Room. First off, there's an Easter egg here that does not work. There is supposed to be hidden dialogue if you go left, but I didn't test it properly, and turns out that route is blocked. So oops, there's a bug in y.jpg. It's the update that was meant to fix bugs.
But by the way, I've sorry, I just like to say I've never watched Drive, but I really appreciate like just this joke in general with the logo.
Yeah, the recreation of the logo took me a very long time.
Yeah.
As for the TV room, the TVs actually spell out a binary code, the TV screen. And I'm gonna be revealing what that binary code is a bit later, because that binary code points you to a secret ending, and we're gonna be getting that secret ending. Actually, about the TV room, it's a little bit more complicated than that, because in binary code, the first digit for any letter will be 0, and I decided to use that free space from 0 to add another binary code within the binary code. So the first binary code will be the one that matters. I will be revealing it later, but the second binary code is something like fuck you, or I think it's fuck you, but misspelled, if I remember correctly. So that's DNA for you.
I didn't notice him. Maybe this way at first.
So
I like the front door approach for 5-minute window. I use that too, but I use sniper support to shoot out the light.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For this part, you can hold like to get from one roof to the other. You can hold left and
I didn't notice the door over here.
you can hold left and just spam E to get across the sort of wire thingy. Yeah, I also typically use sniper support to get rid of the Nightcrawler, because Nightcrawlers are absolutely the worst. But apparently you can also not do that. Go figure.
Man, you really went all out with the enemy counts here, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to add a lot of enemies. This is supposed to be like sort of a bank heist. Like at first I tried to figure out how how a bank would look and to design a level that's a bank, but then I just gave up and decided to go just completely improvised. There is more thought put into this than most DNA levels. I actually tried to make a fun level. I did not put a lot of time into it. Obviously, it's DNA, and the best of DNA is still rather DNA. But it is more like unironically fun than most of the stuff you'll encounter in this level.
Is there an alternate way? Sorry, you go ahead, Jag.
Did Alex just use DNA as an adjective?
Yes, and I would like to use DNA as every sort of word there is.
You are very DNA. That's my pickup line.
How dare you, Jag?
Okay, let's not use rude words such as DNA in this stream.
No, come on, that's a very sexy compliment to say to someone. You are very DNA.
Oh, this goes up.
That will result in a restraining order.
Oh, that one just straight up doesn't open, huh?
Yeah, elevators can only work with one door, essentially.
I was so ready for the.
Trying to shoot.
I was so ready for the cool ass 2-hit combo.
Yeah, it's a longer build up for like that combo, and then it just opens up on only one door. That's a tiny little level design gag, I guess. It's a reminder that there is massive backup in this level, and you need to run to your car, and it will be dangerous.
I do not remember the route back.
Just go right. There's a ladder on the wall, and you can use that to click through it.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, that was really close.
And now you get to play the whole thing again. That's the beauty of DNA, baby.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like a little bit regret about this level is that I did add like a separate section to reference Drive, which is a movie that I really like, and if anyone hasn't seen it, I highly suggest it. But I did not add a separate section for Scott Pilgrim. That would have been great.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna ask if there are like any references to Edgar Wright movies.
There are no references to Edgar Wright movies as far as I remember, and that is a little bit disappointing considering that I really like Edgar Wright movies.
Really disappointing, not a little disappointing.
There's also some community memes that I missed, unfortunately. There are no references to syrup in this level, and come on, that's like my meme. I'm supposed to reference syrup. I did at the last moment remember to add one reference to 4,000 Bones.
By the way, I just wanted to mention that like for some reason I really enjoyed writing the map of the week post for DNA, so like I still read it every now and then.
That's super awesome. I also reread it every now and then because I made the level and I'm super happy with the reception I got for it.
Especially the title, you know, the best of test level.
That's a nice touch, yeah.
It's a good thing the time limit's barely relevant.
You don't need to like kill everyone.
Expect me to like disappear from the call at some point because I still need to eat and probably get exhausted after a while.
How is this guy not dying, I swear? Also, why does shooting the light also target a random person?
I have no idea. I just found that out today. I was going through some of the endings to see if
Right.
they're actually funny enough, and I think the dialogue for this
Right.
ending is
This motherfucker's dying.
funny enough to warrant it appearing on screen. You can clear some of them out with sniper support if you want to. But yeah, I also saw that this guy just died for no reason, and I think it's always like one of the incubi. I mean, I don't mind because that makes it a little easier, but
Are there
it's a little
any like
weird.
destroyed triggers that might have caused this, or I don't know, just
I have no idea. I don't think there are like I don't think there is like a proper trigger system in this level. Okay, so goodbye to
see
I guess that's Silence, a little sheep, if I recall correctly.
I wonder if there will be like any point in reporting that bug to Hoople. So say shooting a light with sniper support can kill someone.
In this one particular
Yeah.
section of DNA,
Even this one
one-
custom
that won't get like that won't get like a bug fix, but best case scenario that gets Popo to play DNA finally.
yeah. Reminded that
Once
he
Risk of Rain 2 once Risk of Rain 2 is released, we gotta pressure him into doing.
Yeah, by the way, like he played what was it?
Hello World.
Before DNA, yeah, Hello World. He played that, but not DNA itself, even though he read like the entirety of the map for the week post. That's just sad.
Yeah, we just gotta remind him of doing that. It's
Yeah, I think I'm gonna remind him to do that after the 1.0 release.
Yeah. We don't want him to die before the release. So.
Oh my god, I thought I had the Tommy gun out, but no, I used the auto grenade launcher on a zombie camera.
Oh no.
Can you believe that some people say I'm good at this game? No, I didn't die, I just wasted a shot.
That would be really nice if you would have died.
How do you even do that? How do you not pay attention to what your current weapon is?
I mean, that happens, I guess.
I'm kind of paying attention to what you guys are saying, but if you want, I can just ignore the both of you and just not do anything. If that's what you guys would prefer, truly.
Classic Cheese said hashtag make sure it's dead. Also, I'm being a little loud, so I might wake my family. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
You can invite your family to play DNA, to be honest.
Okay.
I will be disowned.
I'm going to have to prepare for the best sprint of my life, and also I'll probably die again because I don't know when.
Definitely shoot out the light in the white room.
Alex, imagine getting a restraining order from your own family.
I mean, if you make DNA.
No, you stop that.
Oh, actually, wait. Did you just block the dog by closing the door?
Yeah.
That's super badass.
That's amazing.
Where's the Ash Cash?
Just interact with the car.
Where's the ass?
Oh, okay.
Because you have to run back to the car, but like I couldn't make it work properly. I think so. I did this instead.
Why not just like actually place the Ash cache and then switch to?
I don't remember. Don't ask me. I didn't make this.
You could have just placed it there, and then once it's burned, the arrow can appear to transition to the engine.
Fuck Reaper, me too.
This is a reference to adding Ryan Gosling's VO for the meme.
Actually, is there like any purpose to dialogue goes here? Because it appears like more than once.
That's just the default cutscene text. So.
It's the default cutscene text, and I.
So you just found it funny at that particular moment in the making.
Now like the other place where it appears is as the very first line in DNA, because
Oh,
I knew
yeah.
I would have to get it like the mood of the level perfectly right in the first second, and I knew it definitely had to be like the default line. I think that's one of the finest moments of DNA, just starting with dialogue out here, like just
And
to make
the
sure the
default
player
replay
knows what
icon.
they're getting into.
Oh, hey, Alex.
You made
Sorry to interrupt, but I've got the auto grenade launcher in the introductory level now.
Oh no, no. Yeah, actually, that's planned as one of. We can do that. Let's go for dying a whole bunch and then getting the you buffoon ending, because I actually have that written down as one of the endings we should go for.
Okay.
But we can do that now. That's one of the funniest. Just the concept that I really wanted to add some kind of Easter egg based on death count, and so this first level works fine
I
for that.
wonder if
And
like can you die during the choice? Like, just
in the
explode
choice,
yourself?
that doesn't do anything, unfortunately. That would be a
Uh,
funny Easter egg, but I didn't expect people to actually bring an auto grenade launcher here.
Okay, so left just goes to the back to the level, right? And right go.
Right is easy mode.
my microphone is already at max 90, so I don't know.
Yeah, Ninty is asking to lower Square's audio or increase Jags and Alex's audio.
Okay, right.
Everyone but Square is quiet.
All right, hold on.
In the easy mode, you can die. There is an auto grenade launcher hidden between all those weapons.
How's that, guys?
So I am
I've lowered the mic in OBS. Is that better?
Let's see the reaction in the chat.
Yeah, just increase the audio for everything else.
Okay, so cheese is leaving in disgust, so I'm probably not doing too good a job with the mic.
By the way, while we are off topic, at the start of the stream you mentioned something about someone singing something.
Oh yeah, turns out my family wasn't serious about bursting into my room at quarter past and singing a song.
Okay, so
okay.
so Sakura is saying that it's slightly better, yeah. There's still a large contrast though.
Okay, so what would you guys rather me do? Increase the volume of those two, or decrease my volume further?
Increase the volume of those two, I think, because people said that we are quiet.
Increase our volume.
Okay.
So that would also make the game louder, but.
Well, Jag, you're currently at 78% in Discord, and I think Alex is at 100%, so I can just increase that.
Increase the hell out of me.
Okay, you're at 169%, Alex. How do you feel?
That's brilliant. I like ending with 69. That's almost funny.
Expand my audio, Square Daddy.
Oh geez, that's pretty loud. Okay, how is that, guys?
Okay. Is this good?
Please, chat, tell us.
Yeah, it's nice. So okay, we can go for that.
Oh, who's coded Sakura actually? I haven't seen them before.
That's a friend of mine actually. We are making a game.
So he's not part of the life.
Yeah, I decided to share the link to this stream with a Discord full of people who studied game design in my game design lessons, because I decided that I'm no longer a teacher, so I have nothing to lose other than my dignity, which I don't have anyway.
What about dropping a link to the stream to your students?
Yeah, I did that. That's what I did.
Okay, Alex, real quick, am I dying here or progressing through the level?
Die here.
Okay.
The buffoon ending is a lot funnier than the you win ending.
You buffoon! You moron! You absolute idiot! Ending.
It's a good ending title.
Free bonus
Yeah,
lessons.
this is definitely a bonus lesson on shitposting, I guess.
Oh hell yeah! I love being pinned in the DNA Discords.
Oh, there are so many
Because the
pins in
DNA
the right, excuse me, is I'm gonna just go to DNA Discord and read some of the pins because I kind
Oh
of missed them.
no.
What, allowed or just to yourself?
Nobody is allowed on the no the DNA Discord server link is public now, but you can only access like the Easter egg channel and some
Yeah.
new off topic. Like you can't access the old content because I decided it's too much like just toxic waste on humanity.
And square out of context, unless you did hide that again.
No, I think it's still visible.
Reminder that Alex Pine is an anagram for nipple X.
That's an important one.
That's an important one.
Jeez, Jag is very loud in my ears, but if so long as it's better for the stream, I shall endure.
That's okay. You'll go deaf afterwards, but it means you won't hear that DNA noises.
I like the constant jokes about pin pan.
Yeah, I don't know what was that all about. Just a lot of pans.
Oh no, that's because of my one of my like lyric stuff when I changed.
Yeah, let's go for. I'm gonna interrupt you right there. Let's go for my favorite moment in this level, which is dating Hoppu and choosing to like me. So go left, then left again, and then dating Sim and date Hoppu.
Finally, my dream come true.
Because that's one of the first moments that I figured out that I definitely gotta have this in the level, and it's I'd say purely visually the best moment in DNA.
I'm still waiting
There's a
for
lot
like
of weird visual set pieces. What?
I'm still waiting for Hoppu to witness this. Like Hoppu goes on a date with himself, essentially.
Yes, that would be so good. I would absolutely love to like hear reviews for that moment.
And it's gonna be streamed on the Gearbox channel. Like thousands of people.
No, I seriously doubt that.
Anyway, the pin pan thing is that like I replaced Splish Splash with pin pan basically.
Right.
Because of the pin.
Go through the door. Don't shoot the zombie head.
What if I shoot them, but not the zombie head?
Oh,
there's no Easter egg.
Boo.
I actually joked about this being streamed on the Gearbox channel, and now the dialogue about selling our souls to Gearbox. That would
Perfect.
be like, yeah, that would be perfect. Dunkun.
Yeah, Dunkun. I'm really happy with Dunkun. That's such a joke. That's just. I sometimes self-indulge in DNA jokes. That was definitely one of the best ones.
Oh,
yeah, so this is my favorite moment.
There's also what Alex once wrote in my DMs.
Oh yeah, that's
also a great one.
Thank you. Ninty called me a visual genius. I
I'm
am
not
very
sure
proud of this compliment.
Finally, your talent has been recognized.
He's like blasting Hoppu games through the high-rise building. That's such a moment. I was worried that you couldn't make that in like the level editor, but it turned out fine.
More like poo-poo games.
Got him.
Exactly.
You like literally made the Hoppu go bankrupt with that one line.
Right. So I think it's time to go. Let's go with something a little bit less intense, a little bit more boring, but some secret endings that haven't been found yet, that people don't know how to find yet.
More boring. Hell yeah. Let's go. Where am I going?
Just go dislike the level, so go left, and then choose gameplay, go right. So it's going to be in the art section. Silence found one of these endings, but did not share how to find the ending. We're going to fill in the kind of boringness here with with talking, so don't worry.
It's jokes.
Because there's something exactly we're gonna have to talk about weather and whatnot. So go for art, and then you're gonna have another choice, and go left.
Oh, jokes. Haven't seen those in like the last an hour or so.
Thank you. I'm glad you
Savage.
enjoyed the level. I feel absolutely ruined right now.
I genuinely do think this Reaper portrait is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, like I was actually
Thank you,
amazed
yeah.
at how good it is. So
I was
props to
surprised
you.
that you could make this in the level editor.
So left, you
So go
said.
left here. Yeah, it takes you back to DNA once again, but
By the way, I was wondering
I
if there's like
copied
any.
Sorry, I didn't get either of that.
I copied the NC files. They are exactly the same, except that they take you to a different route. So you are no longer in the beginning of the level. You are in a different section.
Okay,
so
so
go through the level exactly the same as before. So
does that include shooting the head off to the left, or?
yeah, sure, shoot the head, whatever. That doesn't matter. Go through the level as before. Go left, then right. So the gameplay section, and then choose art again. If you choose anything else, then it takes you back to the normal NC files.
Wait, did you genuinely copy all these?
Yes.
I'm amazed.
So like these are technically
I
different
watched,
files with different
I watched
names.
the record. Yeah, they're
Well, different
files.
file names rather, but
Exactly.
but in content they are almost the same.
Almost the same. So Square pointed out he played like he went to this meta section where you get taken back to the beginning, and I watched the recording, and he literally said that like there's no way that these are just copied files, and yeah, they are. But don't go left at this time. Go right this time. So we're gonna find ending 32 and then 33. 33 is for going left 3 times. 32 is going for left and then right.
Interesting. I'm amazed you actually went through all the effort of doing that.
I actually kind of like the design of the rooms, you know, like how they intersect. There's something beautiful about
I
that.
don't remember why. Oh, that's because it's a copy of the original, right? I remember the reasoning.
Also, there's
so now
like
let's do that again, but let's go left 3 times in a row.
Oh, so this isn't going to be. I bet I'm going to like mindlessly like do the wrong thing while going through the motions. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. So let's. I almost did that when I was seeing if the ending is worth it for the stream. I did test some of these endings before we started streaming.
By the way, there's like a thunderstorm outside for me right now, which I think perfectly summarizes the kind of weather that was characterized DNA. Just a pure shitstorm.
It's a natural disaster.
Yeah, I can hear like just huge thunder outside. I'm afraid to actually look out the window.
That I would make a joke that it's like God's anger at the concept of DNA. But I don't think God exists anymore. I killed the last one of them. So we are literally just going off topic while Square is going through this stuff again and again.
Yeah, we kind of switched
weather as the topic.
We kind of switched to killing God.
Yeah, I mean weather is the natural topic.
Well, by the way, I wanted to mention that I like how the city in the background is just off, like flying in the air.
Yeah,
I am just now noticing that.
The parallax was not made for very vertically tall levels, and the very first one is very vertically tall because before we figured out how to add custom workshop icons, I wanted to have like a workshop icon that captured people's attention. So very far up in the sky, in the very first level, there's just a text that says that bolt is
That
not
was not
available in your
available in your
country.
country. Yeah,
Yes,
I still remember.
but then we added the custom icons, and that was definitely worth it. So yeah, the level is vertical, and it does mean like that the parallax doesn't work properly.
Gamma Dragon 14
uh,
said Alex made God is Dead a joke. My life is complete again.
Thank you. I will. In the context of DNA, I think it's not inaccurate.
By the way, Alex, during the choice of arts level, you know, where you go left or right, is there like any particular reason for like this circle thingy? You know, that's
No.
the question.
In a lot of these choices, I had to like make these choice levels. Like in Residue, they were always.
Oh, so you just
they
had
were
to make them.
thematically the same.
You just had to
I
make them
decided
visually distinct.
I decided I have to make some changes to them once in a while, but I don't know what to make, so I make just something completely random. So I decided, yeah, whatever, let's go with this.
Oh, so you just decided to like draw a circle with walls.
Yeah, because why not? Like circles are all right. My circle review, circles are okay. I approve circles.
Just okay.
Okay, we're finally at the final choice. So now I go left again.
Exactly.
Alex, is there a choice for going left, left, right instead of left, left?
I don't think so. I think maybe left, left, right takes you to 32 again, if I remember correctly. So keep going left.
I'm already past that point.
Oh wait, this one is 33, right?
This is 33. That one's not.
Because we still haven't filled out all the like letters and the corresponding.
Yes, feel free to fill it out.
Alex told me what it was, and that like I didn't know why the last word didn't make sense. It's because there's a purposeful typo in there.
Yeah. No.
Oh, wait, yeah, I did actually complete it.
So keep going left square. This is not infinite actually. But yeah, originally when I created the DNA, I counted the amount of endings I knew I had to have.
Sequel coming absolutely never, bitch.
It just cuts off at the word bitch, but like the H letter is cut off. And then I knew I had to capture the shitposty essence, but add an extra ending in y.jpg. So instead of adding H, I added a G, and I find that incredibly amusing.
Hold on, let me like look out the window because I think the standard is actually increasing in power.
Every time I loop through this ending, the thunder gets louder and closer.
Yeah, I think at one point you might actually hear it through the microphone.
So Jag, you're gonna be the first one to die from God's wrath.
Yeah, that's a real consolation. Thanks, Alex.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed how many separate map files you dedicated to this.
I had to do a lot, but the spelling section is infinite. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no escape. I just have to quit manually.
You have to quit manually.
All right.
The entire sky is brightly. Oh Jesus fuck!
You're right.
No, there's like a lightning strike every half a second or so.
Man, should we stop the stream before Jag just gets fucking struck by lightning?
Like there
I think there is no escape anymore.
Lightning strikes are far away. I haven't hear the lightning strikes by light, but
I hope you have made peace with your loved ones.
No, I haven't. They're like super far away, but they're also super frequent. Like one lightning strike every second.
Okay.
So let's go for
and the entire sky is brightly lit as well.
Actually, let's go for art, but this time go right straight off.
Okay.
straight away.
Okay, so Arton to the right. I'm going left,
Yep.
right? Left then right, and then
Left and then right.
yeah.
This is the murder mystery spin-off of DNA. Yeah, like, who
I
killed
don't think
Jack?
it's a mystery. God.
Who murdered Alex for his crimes against humanity? That's your it's
Nobody,
your
I
job
am
to work it
immortal.
out.
Alex killed himself in the end.
I am unkillable. I am already dead.
No, you you filed a restraining order against yourself, and then you instantly violated it and violated it
and
to infinity. And because of
Yeah.
the violation of basic rules of physics, you just exploded into fucking
yeah,
bits.
I just
Wow,
evaporated.
it's me.
Oh,
It's you.
Cube Bunny.
So we're gonna go with picking up the sledgehammer.
I really like this joke.
Blinking.
Yeah, the blinking one. Yes.
The blinking one is
Wait,
perhaps my
wait,
favorite.
what blinking one?
Unfortunately, it's outdated at the moment.
Yeah, if you blink for 25 minutes and 40 seconds, you might miss my speedrun.
Oh,
It's the old speedrun time, but I'll update it someday.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's not true. You will still keep 5 minutes, even though the run has already been completed, so you will still miss it.
Alex, is the Discord link here? Is that
feel free
valid, or does it?
That is valid. That is a deadbolt Discord invite link.
Incredible.
So feel free to shoot out your own eyes.
If Alex set it to permanent, then of course it's valid.
I don't remember if it's permanent.
Well, if anything, you can always just update DNA to have the proper link.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen in like 2 years, and I will have forgotten. Square, shoot out your own eyes.
I can always just break into your house, you know.
Useless guards. Not cool, man. Are those to represent my glasses? The Reaper just shot out my
No,
glasses.
I didn't even know you wear glasses. That was just.
I wonder what will happen if I turn on my camera right now. Just want like, does the stream break or?
I don't see why it would.
Okay, I can see the thunderstorm and. Holy Lord, that looks concerning. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, there's a lightning strike every second or so. Can like Square quickly focus on the Discord?
So
people.
I'm not sure how I'd be able to like get this on the stream because I'm not used to switching sources or anything. But I can have a look myself. Damn.
I can just.
That sure is lightning.
It definitely is.
Anyway, I have some boys to sledge.
Yeah, there's actually 90 is telling you to go completely to the left, but there's like 5 different ways.
Oh shit.
Anyway, I'm just gonna leave.
Okay.
Well, completely to the left here, or there's a block there.
Fun. No, that was meant to be like advice for dealing with sergeants.
Ah.
The fun fact about this section, the lighting effect things with like the blue and red light alternating, I think that took me like half a week to make, and it's so worth it.
Ah, damn.
There is no clever way to do this. You just gotta create a massive trigger system where the light turns on or off every second.
I'm just gonna like leave my camera hanging, just showing the thunderstorm. Yeah, the gods are surely getting angrier and angrier.
section is not easy, but like it's a nice way to practice your sledge skills.
And now I have a shotgun.
Wait, Alex, what do you mean skill?
I mean,
Because you know, like sledgehammer takes no skill. Haha, funny.
oh no, Square, are you gonna just let this insult slide?
I mean,
Don't climb to the
I
top in this section. Just hold left and spam E.
I'd say Sledge does take skill so long as damn it.
Okay.
I kind of just spammed the W on this one.
Like it takes skill if you need to do fast back-to-back sledge swings, like in that one.
I like the lack of a forward slash between 7 and 11. So it's just
Yeah,
you know two
sometimes
numbers.
the grammar does things like that. I really like the first you should read Alex Pine blog and less important shit joke because Square always told that to like people.
Yeah, people joined the DNA server, and I tell them to do that to get context on what the fuck's going on. And then Alex usually says, "Hey, you should leave. This is hell."
Yeah, so like Square is the one actually putting effort into letting
Um,
people know what's going on and like advertising the level, and you're just like still in my shit post mood, ruining my career.
Is there anything that happens if you don't kill that guy somehow, or?
No, I don't think I don't think you can even like get past.
Alex, do you have a Tumblr account by any chance?
I actually don't.
Because I just went to alexpine.tumblr.com and it's interesting.
Interesting how. What is there? Is it an imposter or something?
I would like to clarify. I did not tell Alex to put this in the map. He's putting words in my mouth.
Yeah, like
I don't know how to knit.
it doesn't even sound like you anyway. It's not like you to say stuff like this.
I wasn't sure. I wanted to make a joke like this, but I wasn't sure how to do it in a way that wouldn't be rude and that would be like tasteful. So I knew I had to go completely overboard, and knitting was the only thing I could think of.
Should I go back to the character showcase, or should we do another route?
No, let's do another route. I think it's time for another ending that nobody has found yet.
Ooh,
And so
exciting!
I decided to open my window, so now the chances of me getting struck by lightning are like increased.
Try sticking a fork out and holding up to the sky as well.
I'm gonna be like Zuko from Avatar.
I'm sorry, I haven't watched that show.
That is blasphemy, my friend.
Shame. There's like that one scene where Zuko is in the middle of the thunderstorm, and he's literally like raising his hand up, waiting to be struck by lightning. He's literally screaming at the sky, just like, fucking kill me, mate.
Zero chill.
Do you hear this, previous students of Alex Pine? Your old teacher hasn't watched Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I apologize on the behalf of my family tree.
All right, so where am I going?
With the gameplay again, so left then right. So we're gonna actually go to.
Hold on.
We're gonna go to a bunch of secret endings. Actually, we're gonna go to 8 to 10. So none of those 3 have been found.
I just want to see. Hold on. I'll let Alex speak.
I don't want to like 2 of them. Let's go with Hotline Miami and Gunpoint crossover. Because 2 of those endings are actually not funny at all and are actually kind of terribly written. So we won't be doing those in this stream. If you want to check them out later, feel free to do so. Only one of them is actually even mildly worth it. So we're gonna do one of these 3.
Damn it.
Alex, are you seeing this?
I want to do my regular speedrun route, but
You can do.
but I don't have the what you call it, revolver.
Broke is
I want to
doing.
see just how loud this
Broke
will be.
Broke is speedrunning Deadbolt. Go left here, definitely. Broke is speedrunning Deadbolt with Death and Taxes. Woke is speedrunning Deadbolt with a Revenant, and Bespoke
Yeah, exactly.
is speedrunning the first level with a Revenant. It's the most worthless strategy. But yeah, remember, so there was some hint that and you found some other Easter eggs, and those led you to like to the new high, and that's this level, of course. So once you kill all undead, don't leave the level. Go right.
Okay, so yeah, one of the other endings said like go to the opposite of the old low or something.
Yeah, just search it carefully instead. And so if you spend enough time in this level, you eventually go right. And oops, there is no boundary there. Right, I'm gonna tell you what to do next. Next you say that. Next you go right. Don't go left. Left is not fun at all.
Not fun at all. Okay.
Left, it's just badly written. I'll be honest. It's just like trying to be serious, but like me trying to be serious 2 years ago was this. It's disappointing to me now.
I can't believe I finally get to go left in the opening, and you tell me not to because it's shit. All this build up, thinking, yeah, maybe there's a route that'll drop me down on top of the raised piece of concrete so I can walk to the level transition. No.
I apologize, but that disappointment, that's exactly what you should be feeling in this level.
What happened there?
What happened there? It was the same dialogue as before, but this time, like, Alex Pine has not created an absolutely terrible level.
No, it was just because I died. I was confused because he didn't die when I shot him.
This level is very, very vaguely based on the very first level in DNA, the one with the zombies. So you see similar room layout in this very first building, a little bit similar. So the idea was that Alex Pine has finally learned level design a bit. So this level is kind of alright in terms of level design. It's fairly easy, but it's okay.
Alright, so I think my presence on the stream is actually causing God's wrath, so I think I'm gonna drop, to be honest. It's kind of late here anyway.
Having you here.
Alright, see ya, Jack. See ya, Jack.
I just don't want my PC to like be fried by lightning or something, you know, just in case.
Yeah, don't die.
Thanks. But anyway, yeah, if Alex has seen what has been on my webcam, then he knows.
Go right square.
Okay, well I did like the level. To return to sad DNA.
Yeah, we're not gonna return to sad DNA.
And then DNA was no more, and he finished his other series I forgot the name of, and everyone was happy.
Deadline. Still haven't finished Deadline. Whoops. I do want to like go through the old Deadline levels again and remake them. Now that I am a little bit more knowledgeable in level design. So now let's go for more regular endings, I guess. Yeah, let's go for let's not go left in the first choice. Let's like the first level. Let's go for Fridge Puppet route.
So sorry, you're saying that to say that I liked the level, or
Yeah.
okay?
Ninty is asking if we could stop by a route where he shows up. We can absolutely do that. Let's do that after the Fridge Puppet route.
Scythe's always fun. Are we experiencing the future, or are we going to the right?
We are going to the right.
I really do like this joke where you just repeat the same thing 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and the fact that it just cuts off in the third time, I'm happy with that.
How did I miss that? There we go.
So, Nonti, who is Ninti, says that the girl I can break dance line really got me at first.
Wait, where's...
I'm also quite...
Oh, there's a door there.
I'm also quite happy with like that line, but it did not turn exactly how I intended, because I was really hoping you could pull off like making like the turning the patrol time and turning time for the incubus even shorter. I wanted to make it like super tiny, so he's just patrolling like.
So he just turns left and right constantly. I'd
Yeah,
know. Look, girl, I can break dance with him just doing the standard ass swing his arms back and forth dance is also pretty good.
It's the closest I could get to.
There sure are a lot of fridges appearing out of nowhere.
I really apologize for the hostileness of this level, but this is very vaguely a parody of Tahazar's level design.
Of whose level design, sorry?
Tahazar's.
Ah.
Well, the previous stage, the one with the chaotic level design.
I thought that was the evil route that was parodying that.
The evil route was more closer to Flatline, I guess, but not. I don't remember Flatline's level design actually.
The only thing I remember about
Flatline.
Yeah, me neither. The only thing I remember was ages ago. I'm pretty sure it's all been fixed now, but there was a lot of enemies just spawning in right in front of you and killing you instantly. And I remember that pissed me the fuck off, and I wrote a long forum post about how much I disliked this level design.
I only now remembered what you were referring to as the parody to Tahazar's level design in like the edgy route with the perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was intentional.
Okay, am I going to the right or left?
Now go for fighting. I think go left. I actually don't remember.
Yeah.
You want to fight?
Yeah, we're fighting Fridge Puppet. Is your refrigerator running?
Yeah, so there's some loud audio. Be warned. Oh, but like you can maybe kill them quickly with the old world rifle.
They are good matches, though.
So the good news is that people are actually entertained by this somehow. the amount of people watching the stream has constantly been somewhere between 5 to 8. It's currently 7, so this stream is less terrible than I expected.
Okay, so there are more weapons. Oh, I see. So you're meant to skip between fridges and then go all the way over here.
You're not supposed to have like any. You're not supposed to bring like any weapons.
But I cheated because I brought an assault rifle to a sword fight.
You cheated not only the game but yourself.
I earned a hollow
You didn't grow,
victory.
you didn't improve. Yeah, let's not return to Council of Fridges. So Ninty wanted to see an ending with 90. 90
Okay.
kitchen counter. So we're gonna have to actually go for art again, and then go right straight away, and then not pick up the sledgehammer. And after that, I think another hidden ending would be fine.
Okay. Sometimes I wish you put a put a return to the first level like thing in all your endings.
So, like that would have been a lot of bother. I didn't have that much time making this level. Ninty's saying if you're not willing to spend 5 minutes killing the same enemy over and over, you don't understand true art.
Very true.
I agree with this, and this is why we like Deadball.
I mean, I speedrun this game. Remember, I do a lot of killing the same enemies over and over. Especially since I can never get past the zombie kings without at a satisfactory time. So I just end up doing the first 3 levels over and over again.
It happens. Yeah, I do not have the patience for speedrunning.
I mean, I'm just glad that the game that captivated me enough to get into speedrunning is half an hour long. So I'm going right, yeah?
Yep, go right.
And yeah, left just quote-unquote takes you back to the start. You trickster, you.
I absolute man. I had to find as many ways as possible to make this meta.
I never noticed the little beasties living in my mustache until now.
They're a detail.
What they meant to represent?
The birds in your mustache.
The birds in my mustache. Ah yes, the world famous.
That's what we all know you for.
I cannot remember who this is referencing. I can never remember who this is referencing.
This is Atlasla, actually. Because, like, I asked Atlasla if he wants to be referenced in this level. Yes, that is from Lisa. That's because Atlasla used to have a Lisa, like, a profile picture of this character from Lisa. And but I asked him if he wants to be in DNA, and he said yes, and his character name will be Poo Poo Man. So I made this character out of toilets. That's DNA.
This truly is amazing, incredible dialogue.
I genuinely enjoy the pun of Scatman and Scat. Like.
All right, so we're coming up to Ninty now.
It's a joke. We're coming up, yeah.
Yep, there he is, the man himself, and by which I mean Kitchen Counter.
The ongoing rivalry between kitchen counters and fridges.
That would be exactly the sort of thing I chime in with. We truly do live in a society. I always remember this as being one of the screenshots you provide the free society bit.
Yeah. It sums up something, but I'm not sure what. It's like this concept of a conversation going on and then Reaper chimes in with this long political rant. I had to do something like that.
And I like how grammatically correct this is, and like spelling and all that, compared to literally all the other dialogue in this map.
Oh, that's actually had forgotten to talk about this, but that's like the ultimate subtlety of DNA, that Reaper actually writes grammatically correctly. Reaper's grammar is correct, except he doesn't capitalize. He does add like a punctuation mark at most of like the ends of his sentences. And Alex Spine is the one who keeps adding typos in the level. So there's some consistency in the dialogue.
He does sometimes repeat things that others say with the same misspellings, though.
I don't remember, honestly. I wasn't extremely consistent with this. I just wanted to characterize like the two main characters a bit more, so I added a lot of typos to Alex Spine and not to Reaper. But I think I made this decision once I had already made like a few endings, so I don't know how consistent that is.
I wonder if anyone's actually reading all this stuff while we're just talking over it.
I'd say the best way to watch the stream is to watch it twice. Well, first time with audio on and second time with audio off. So I hope someone does that. If like once this is saved as a video, please do that.
Yeah,
you will go insane.
This is being recorded. I think I'll just put it up on my channel. I'm sure that'll confuse literally everyone who's subbed for my speedruns.
It's gonna be.
It's just gonna be this like 2 to 3 hour video monolith of a video just being shut out onto the channel, and everyone just what the fuck is this?
You have to get like 90 minutes in to get to this part so you understand what's going on. So my apologies to everyone who watches Square's videos but isn't aware of me. Also, I really like the pun-in joke, like the 788 being the number of days since the last time he killed a man.
Yeah, that is pretty good. See, it says he put me in the vor scene. I'm just glad that this was removed in the final cut of DNA.
Who is that face? You mean the one from Lisa? That is Atlafla. He's, I don't think, very active in the community nowadays, but he used to be very active. Yeah, Ninty is very sad that there is no bar scene, and he's requesting sex. Well, he's saying fuck me sad.
Dang it, Jag's not here to voice Jam.
Oh no. Jag is not here. I hope that Jag is at least watching this and can appreciate like the Jam dialogue.
See, Reaper's not capitalizing his dialogue here. Where's your internal consistency on the character's grammatical correctness, Alex?
Wait, what? He's never capitalizing his dialogue.
I thought you said. Never mind. It is I who is internally consistent, inconsistent.
Oh no. What are you, a games critic?
What is this ludonarrative dissonance, Alex? Tell me.
Oh god.
Ironically, Wait, did DNA end up being less popular than Nachos? I'm pretty sure it's like the third. It's like the third most popular map of all time right now, isn't it?
No, in terms of popularity, because popularity is partially calculated with the amount of favorites that a map gets, and in terms of favorites and positive ratings, DNA is in front of 7-Eleven. But in terms of viewers and subscribers, 7-Eleven is still ahead, and that makes me really, really sad.
And here's Late's cameo. It looks a bit like a baby bottle, like at this size.
Just an enlarged phylactery.
Yeah, I know, but just at this size,
sure
don't you think?
Like, yeah, something like that. I'm pretty sure there's an Easter egg if you shoot it, and I remember that you didn't shoot it when you recorded this ending.
I'm not sure the thought occurred to me, honestly. Oh, I hope that didn't say something cool because I accidentally skipped it.
It's a tragedy.
It
That said, huh?
the previous one said your favorite drink was latte. I thought it was syrup.
Yeah, I really should have added like a syrup joke here.
Right. Well,
My favorite drink isn't.
Well,
syrup,
let's try shooting latte. Let's try shooting latte and see what happens. Okay, here's my prediction. There's going to be an "I'm leaving this shithole" joke.
that would be really good. I'm leaving this shit. I really hope I added that, but I don't remember.
Damn it, you didn't. I can't believe it.
God damn it.
Why wasn't I in charge of the jokes for DNA as a whole?
Yeah, I really should have hired you. The I'm leaving this shit couple moment though. That's iconic.
Oh, I forgot about this bit. Okay, so is this working with 90 here?
Yeah, we're now working together with 90. Honestly, like this, I'm gonna say it already. This leads to the Cube Bunny boss fight. Let's not do the Cube Bunny boss fight.
Okay.
It's gonna be a bit too tiresome.
Right. So what should I do? Should I just quit and do something else? By which I mean another route. I don't mean just like quit, end the stream, and go do something more valuable with my time.
No, I don't think there is anything more valuable than DNA. Let's go for another ending.
Sure. Where to next, Captain?
Let's go for a politics ending that nobody has found yet. Ending 15. So we're gonna go not liking the level and then changing the gameplay, so left and right.
Okay.
We're gonna go for level editor shenanigans. Remember I mentioned the binary code in the TV room?
Yeah.
That binary code says fall left in space ending. So there's this ending where you just fall through infinite space.
Oh yeah, I remember this because I did that like twice in the first video I sent you, and I got really mad because I couldn't find the Easter egg that was promised.
The Easter egg is just holding left while you fall and not releasing it.
Nice.
You have to go for community level editor shenanigans in this choice.
This looks familiar. Also, I kind of wish I wasn't wielding a Revenant right now.
Yeah, the community level editor shenanigans rule is a little bit tiresome. Some of these levels are rather difficult. One of the changes that I made for y.jpg is make this route easier. So enemy count has been tuned down be less rage-inducing than that first time you did it.
God damn it! Wait. Okay. You'll have to bear with me, viewers, audience at home.
I would like to point out to anyone watching who is watching as a game design student of mine and not like as a Deadbolt player, that there's a lot of fuckery going on in this level with the level editor that you're not supposed to do. Especially like in this route, but in general, this is not what Deadbolt is like a lot of the time. There's a lot of weird nonsense going
Hey, stop that, bastard. Sorry, I was talking to the general. I'm not saying you're a bastard.
No, I definitely am a bastard.
Well, yeah, but I'm not saying it. I sure hope this guy isn't stacked up, because that would be... Yeah, okay, we're good.
Minty's saying Q self-deprecation. That's not self-deprecation, that's just like being realistic and understanding your role in the world as creator of DNA.
Oh, I forgot about this. I can't remember how functional the enemies are in this. For non-Deadbolt players out there, the game isn't meant to be played upside down. Ouch.
Nothing is meant to be done upside down. The soul ending is like not functioning properly, but
okay,
the ranged enemies can hurt you. The melee ones can't.
Okay, question: why did you put a sledgehammer here if you can't actually use it?
I put the sledgehammer there to just mess with the player, really. Also, yeah, I did point out that eventually my family would come and tell me to be more quiet, and that did happen, so there's that.
Well, be more quiet, Alex. Good damn.
Yeah, I'll try.
My only memory of this bit is the dogs not being able to hit you if you,
The dogs are a really nice touch. I added like a hell lot of dogs to scare the hell out of the player.
What do I do here? I'm just gonna run. Okay, give me gun. Hey! Bastards. Okay. This general down here keeps rezzing the...
Yeah, just go for the general first. Because the general can actually soft lock the level for you. He revives the enemies the right way up, and if they fall out of the map, you get soft locked. But as far as I saw, like he only revived 2 enemies, and those didn't fall out of the map.
That's a lot of attacks happening at once. Okay, there we go. Dogs are gone. Ten seconds to complete this whole level. I think what instead I will do is enter event and then just chill for a moment.
Yeah, so Ninty said footage of Square ruthlessly murdering puppies, and Classic Cheese added disgusting.
I mean, they're not lying. I am indeed killing puppies in this footage.
And this level is indeed disgusting.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. I don't know why I was killing guys there when all that would have accomplished was having more things for the generals to resurrect.
This was one of the 2 stages in this route that was made easier because it was brutally difficult.
I'm pretty sure I did this at launch, didn't I?
Yes, you did, but it took a lot of time and a lot of raging, and that's part of the reason why I tuned it down.
There's a vent here, good. I was really conflicted whether I should run towards where the enemies are and risk dying that way. Oh. I didn't even notice the vent over here. How many blasts go off before before the trigger system gives up on them?
A lot. You'd have to go through this level for like a really long time. This was one of the large trigger systems. I had a lot of patience for those.
Nothing says gameplay like waiting around.
Well, that's DNA.
Nothing says gameplay like DNA.
Oh, we're getting in.
That should be a slogan.
A rabbit.
There's just this huge mass of just things that are overlapping. You can't see what's in this corner at all. Where's the last people?
Maybe in the corner where you can see what's going on.
I'm surprised the zombie cameras don't get ashified.
I guess I just weren't expecting that anyone would add a zombie camera in the same level as ashification.
Oh, continue to the exit, okay. I will take the auto grenade launcher.
Good call.
That's a lot of things. Oh, things that can't move.
Yeah.
Unless you shoot them, in which case they will move.
Yes, and that's exactly why this level was also stupidly difficult before and gave you a lot of raging, which is why the level count, the enemy count here was ridiculously lowered. Like it was massively full, like more dense than Thinner Dinner hard mode. With the exception, of course, that in Thinner Dinner hard mode, the enemies can attack you straight away. The weird thing is though that this trick doesn't really work with what was their name? The huge guys with the miniguns.
Patriarchs.
Patriarchs, yes. Like they just snap out of their -1 frame immediately. Also, some enemies are really mean and they start shooting you instantly once they snap out of like their -1 frame.
I suppose it depends on who needs to reload and who doesn't.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, the door's open for this guy, so he's going to start shooting.
Stella doesn't need to reload, but you got lucky there.
How many of these are there? Is this the last one, or can't remember?
I think there's one more.
Oh, I picked a real good weapon to bring to this, huh?
Yeah, this is not the best choice.
Reaper down there still got the auto grenade launcher. I don't know.
Bottom reef.
I don't know how aiming
Enemies.
with guy below works.
You don't have to worry about dying though, because enemies don't see the bottom reaper.
Oh,
It's completely visible. They don't attack him.
right.
You have to use the above reaper like to understand where everyone's positioned and so on.
Yeah. Where are the other? Oh, there's a guy over there. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And now, the moment it transitions you from this like level to the next one, like
Just hold
when it
left
transitions,
immediately.
already hold left. Yeah.
I wonder if I'm going to run out of storage space for my recording by the time this ends.
Yeah, that would be funny. Also really tragic. So fun fact about the space ending. It features a really massively long drop. Like I think it's something like 40,000 pixels.
Wow.
And that's a lot more than either the level editor or the game can handle. What I had to do is delete the massive wall of worthless like symbols at the beginning of the NC file, because those appear when because those like you have a bigger wall of worthless text at the beginning of the NC file, like the larger the level is.
So
For this level, it was so large that the moment you would go to that level, you would immediately crash.
you did fall left, so that makes you a fellow leftist. Good joke.
Yeah, enjoy the politics here.
Oh boy, a lot of ways to go. Is there anything off to the side of these rooms, by the way?
No. There's just a little maze and a bunch of pressure plates full of political feeling.
Unfortunately, we don't really have or you guys over there in America don't have an option besides Joe Biden at this point, probably.
Yeah, I cannot wait for the election to be over so I can make fun of Joe Biden again without feeling guilty.
Man, I don't want to miss many of these jokes, but I think I'm going to, just because I'll be moving away from.
Not going the right direction.
So I am now, or
You are now going the right direction. Yeah.
okay. Aha! I see the exit. Okay, so that goes up. I have no clue who the latter name is referencing.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
I'm sure you're confused. Why did I make this trash? Why is this in the level? If you're asking these questions while playing DNA at this point, then you probably don't. The level's probably not for you. I think that just said
Don't get art.
Well, that was a pretty quick. That was a pretty quick 15 minutes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Ninty says, why would I put trash inside more trash? Or more fittingly, why would I put trash in a trash can? I think that's how trash cans work, actually.
Yeah. I mean, what else would you do with a trash can?
By Coded Sakura. And yeah, originally this was a lot longer and a lot closer to 15 minutes. But
I for one are very glad you changed that.
Yeah, it was a bit more serious, and then I decided, wait, no, actually nobody wants like serious politics. So.
Wait, no, this is DNA. What am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. So let's see. I think let's go for one more ending and one more Easter egg.
Okay.
And that one more ending is the one I promised with the absolutely abhorrent boss fight, so buckle up.
Excellent. Let's get to it. Where am I going?
You're going left and then right.
It seems to be a pretty common path towards an ending.
Yeah.
Well, at least when you want to play.
Let's go for Hotline Miami Gunpoint again.
Okay.
And this time, instead of exploring Neo High, let's just go through the levels as intended.
As God intended, with a bolt-action rifle.
Noisy neighbors feels really wrong with light game weapons. I played this a bit earlier, and I brought a Revenant, and I just couldn't do it. I just took the 9mm pistol and cleared the level with that, because I couldn't bring myself to use a Revenant in this stage.
So I'm going to the right, right?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, do these both do the same thing?
No, the left version is very, very slightly different. Only the left version contains the Easter egg, but other than that, they're the same and they go towards the same route.
Oh, okay.
So this part takes you to not one but two abhorrent boss fights. This is also the route that eventually takes you to Jam Fight. But I did play a bit of Jam Fight before this stream to see if it would be good, like it would be something fun to watch in the stream.
And it wouldn't.
Even with the reduced difficulty, it really wouldn't.
Right.
The checkpoint in the middle really is very important, but it's still not very enjoyable. So instead, we're going to the other abhorrent boss fight.
I misjudged where the stairs would be because this level is incomprehensible.
So people are slowly leaving. Classic Cheese is leaving. Goodbye, Classic Cheese. We will still have 3 viewers, and whoever watches this after you upload it.
There's got to be some dedicated souls to watch this after the fact.
I have to say to everyone watching this that I will take it as a massive compliment, and I am very, very like flattered by everyone who is still watching this nonsense.
This is barely even registering as an offshoot of Puff.
Oh, actually, never mind. Classic Cheese left, but now we have more people watching the stream, so
Well,
me saying wholesome things is good. It looks very pretty. Stay around, Ninty. Ninty says that this looks very pretty. Stick around and
piss.
do you remember one of the DNA teaser images having like this very hectic level design, like something similar to what you're seeing here, but on a larger scale? That's where we're headed, to a boss fight that's like this but on drugs.
I think I remember doing this.
Yeah, you did do this, but you didn't do the boss fight. You switched to a different route. But like simply this level, you have done it absolutely.
I can't wait for Ibzan to spawn on top of me at some point.
Oh yeah, he does that in this level a few times. That happens rarely, but we're not going to jam. We're going to Ibzan. Also, Ninty, you've seen the Ibzan fight here.
And okay, so am I just progressing from here?
Yes.
Is this the type of level where I should be taking the headhunter or the auto grenade launcher? Do you think? Or
Let's go with. Actually, I'd say grenade launcher, but it doesn't really matter that much.
Okay.
Oh, so Ninty hasn't done Ibzan side. That's okay. We're gonna see what Ibzan side looks like.
Okay,
There's
so am I going left or right?
Anyway. Go left.
Okay. Now, the real question is, how does one go left?
Yep, this level is amazing.
Okay, did I massively fuck up there, or is the door purposely blocked by a wall?
The door is blocked.
Excellent.
That was really amusing.
I should not have taken the grenade launcher. Alright, hold on.
There's a vent at the bottom there.
Yeah, I got there right after you told me.
Okay, I'm still dealing with that delay.
The thing about this maze is you can't even tell which way goes where, because the walls are very hard to see.
Yeah, it's a visual nightmare.
If any games come out in the future that look like this, I am suing you for crimes against humanity.
Oh god, this is my legacy as a game designer.
Well, let me grab this real quick. That's not stairwell. Alright, time to challenge Ibzan. What's with the pressure plate there?
That was the one that you activated while you were falling in air. That was supposed to activate when you go up there, but it's a bug that I decided to keep in because it still functions properly.
Okay, I guess it's fitting.
It's
I do remember doing this Ibzan fight.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I didn't think you have done it. Okay, well.
No, I definitely remember doing this one. Where has he gone?
So somebody is saying in the chat, I gotta believe this is the only good game design from now on. Yes, this is how you make games. I am a professional game designer, and this is the only way to do it.
Where's this man gone? God, this level's laggy.
I sincerely apologize. You can shoot at the strobe light or something that might help.
Yeah, maybe. Hold on, I'll do that. Whoa, it's
or just lights in general.
ah. Okay, I need to try and avoid fighting more than one Ibzan at once. God knows where he's gone now. I'll fight this one as well, I guess.
Technically, you can finish the level by only killing one Ibzan, because like there's no way to, I don't know, objective so that you have to kill all of them. Like no matter what the objective is and so on, that like you completed the level after killing one Ibzan. That's the way the game is like coded.
Okay, I definitely pressed W to go back down those stairs.
Yeah, well, I this time it's fair to blame the lag.
I hate how there's no way of telling where they've gone.
Probably far off to the right side of the level.
Yeah. Oh, good. That's a real cool spawn location, Ibzan. Oh, mid-air shot. Okay, I have killed one of them. Also, oh, is this how it ends? Like, custom maps are the only times where I ever see that text.
Yeah, there's multiple texts like
that. Where's the exit?
That's a good question. Somewhere on the right side. You have to go through some vent to access it, I think. But yeah, be careful not to stumble into any Ibzans instead.
Those Ibzans have spotted me. Okay, I don't think there's a way to go up those stairs. Okay, this is not the way.
Try vents. Yes, some vent leads to that.
No, I don't want to spawn here. God, what a slow death. That was the most dramatic Ibzan death I've ever seen.
Oh, that's lovely.
Maybe I can...
The game should do a slowdown like that.
Maybe I can somehow trap all the idiots down in this pit and just forget about them. I appreciate when they spawn near me instead of just somewhere off in a distance. Okay, they're all just chilling in that elevator. I hope I don't need to use that. This is going to be a fun one to complete, isn't it? Okay, where does this vent go? Wow. The one at the start is the one that leads to the end. All along.
On one hand, I feel like I've betrayed you somehow, but on the other hand, like I have this feeling just every time anyone talks about DNA or does anything with it, I feel like a criminal.
You are a criminal.
I absolutely am.
Okay, so all the Ibzans are gathering up in here. Apart from that guy, he's just chilling. Oh, those two guys. I cannot shoot these guys with all this lag going on.
Oh, that was a sad one.
Please, one of you, just spawn somewhere close enough where I can actually shoot you. I'm not used to the AK being a single shot gun.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
This is looking promising.
Oh, nice. He even spawned there, like, on the final side.
Okay, there he is.
Nice. And you get to skip the part where you fight the other ones of them. Fun fact, there's the total amount of Ibzans in this level is 13.
That's pretty...
If I remember correctly.
Well, I'm feeling pretty unlucky right now, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so you said one more secret ending, right?
Yeah, it's actually not a secret ending, it's just a secret. So remember the Steam description for this level had something about going to the outer level, then attempting to go back inside to find the bar. So now let's find the bar.
Okay.
Because going on the inner level, that's the bar at the center of the universe ending. That one we're not doing in this stream. But going on the outer level was what you discovered in the stream as going on the infinite loop. So go left and then right and then art. So now we will be in a version of DNA that is like the DNA within DNA, but like we're going one DNA to the outside. So we're going left.
Every copy of DNA is personalized.
Exactly. I made infinite of them.
Was it worth it? Asks Ninty. No, I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
But hey, we're here anyway.
But hey, one more thing that without worth it is the slogan of DNA.
Okay, so am I just going left and right again?
Now we're gonna go left twice.
Okay.
This time we're going to the dating sim.
There are quite a lot of routes we didn't cover, so if you guys haven't played the game, then, you know, do that.
Yeah, there's some fun ones in the dating sim route. I can personally recommend those. Try dating Alex Pine.
Ooh, Alex, we haven't even. Okay, I was gonna make some dating reference. I don't date people. I don't know how the procedures work.
Not like this. Yeah, and don't play Sinner Dinner Hard Mode.
Okay, so I'm going to the right then.
I guess, yeah.
Ah, so here's the bartender that I was complaining about last time.
Yep, that's the bartender.
Oh, I didn't know you actually included this joke. The eyes or eyebrows joke. For reference, chat, this is because on the bartender sprite here, I always see his nostrils here as eyes, and then his red eyes over here as big bushy eyebrows.
Oh my god, that's disturbing. This was an Easter egg that I made at the last minute before uploading the level.
Right, so what am I doing here?
There is
Am I jumping out?
nothing really to do here. The only thing that you can really do here is jump out, but that just makes you fall forever. This is the only ending, well, quote unquote, ending in DNA that ends in falling forever. You can quit mission or you can keep falling infinitely. That was the last thing that I wanted to show, actually. I think we're rounding up the stream.
Okay, there we go then.
It's been 2.5 hours. It was, I was gonna say it was fun, but I'm gonna say it was.
I don't know, I had a pretty good time.
I had a really good time too, yeah. This was great.
Alright, so Reaper's just gonna fall forever now.
Exactly.
And I suppose that's it. Do you have anything else you want to say before the stream comes to close?
Yes, I would like to apologize, and I would like to say that I will do the rest of my life doing only good things, and I will try to redeem myself.
I'm not sure you can redeem yourself for this level of.
I cannot. I absolutely can't, but I will try.
That's a pretty noble endeavor.
I will help an old lady cross the road.
You'll dedicate the rest of your life to spreading good game design instead of trash game design.
Exactly. So when I am a game designer, someone find this video. This is my origin story.
Yes,
this was where it started.
This is the point where you plug all your creative projects that will never come out.
So yeah, I would now link my Patreon or something, but I don't have one, so you're just gonna have to pretend.
Good.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and massive thanks to Square for suffering through this.
I had a good time. You didn't make me play Sooner Dinner Hard Mode or the Jam boss fight, so you know, it was pretty alright.
It could have been worse. Yeah.
It could have been worse. That should be DNA's official motto.
That's gonna be the title of my autobiography.
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Alright, well.
Right, goodbye everyone.
Goodbye everyone. I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks for watching.